I was on mute. Check. That's why you do a mic check, Mark. You're on mute. I've just seen the red button. Try again. Check. Mic check. You can probably hear me now. Can you hear me now, Patrick? Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world. And welcome to the channel, Mark. That's me, my words, where we cover trading, traveling, and training. Before we do start today's session, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button down below and help us to keep on growing. If you have joined us in the last day or so, then welcome on board and thank you very much for your support. So what are we looking at today then? We are looking at live market open on Wednesday, the 23rd of March, 2021. I'll be here for around the first hour. I do have to shoot off and do some personal stuff outside of YouTube because as much as I would love it to be, it's not my full-time job. So that's the reality of life. Anyway, where were we? Quick recap on yesterday then. AMC took a bit of a slam dunk in the morning and then kind of traded sideways all day with very little volume. The reason for that being the SEC filing last week, the shareholders meeting, where one of the items on the agenda is the authorization to to have the option of issuing an extra 500 million shares, so taking their total shares to just over 1 billion. I think that's probably got a few people nervous. A few people probably don't understand what it means. In my understanding, in very, very simple terms, it doesn't mean that there are automatically going to be 500 million shares available on the market on the 4th of May if it gets the approval. The board just want the option of being able to issue those shares should the need arise. So that's my very basic understanding of the request. And that's where I'm going to leave it, because if I try and get too deep, I'll get lost myself. I don't fully claim to know everything and anything, but that is the basic basic request of the board. And I think that is what's caused this price movement down yesterday. We did close at 12.49 pre-market today. Again, I do say we don't get too excited about pre-market here, but it is currently trading down $1.03 at 11.46. So we shall see where it opens and we shall see where the day takes us on that. I did find yesterday this new website. It's called the Stonko Tracker. Look at that. Somebody's put this website together, amc.crazyawesomecompany.com. And you get both tickers on here, but basically it puts all of the information available into one place. So current price, SSR status, which is on today. The trigger price for today is 11.24. So if we hit that, it will trigger the SSR again for tomorrow. Calls in the money expiring March of 26. Shares available to borrow. ETF shares available to borrow. Borrowed shares. Option data. Shorted volume. Fails to deliver. And there again at the bottom, SSR trigger price. So that is a really, really interesting website. And they've done it also for GME. Look at that. There's some clever people and quick thinking people out there. So what I'll do is I will link this in the description of the video. I will try and do it now. And then we can, if I edit that, I'm learning as I go here. So just bear with me. Website. There you go. That should be in there now. So, you know, as part of your due diligence, go and check that out. I found it was really informative. I think it's amazing. So fair play to whoever's put that together. Anyway, quickly looking at GME, markets open. We've already, have we hit it? 11.24, I think it was. So we are at 11.40, so we haven't hit it. We're at 11.42, look. GME, where were we? Here we are. So yesterday, again, you know, a bit of a downward slope yesterday, but then evening out into some consolidation, and we closed the day at 190. I think it was 194.49, something like that, there or thereabouts. So, you know, it is what it is. I think there was some good support yesterday for GME. If you look at this line here, it did hold up pretty well around about that 187 area. So, you know, then we got a golden cross into the evening. Today we're opening well up, just about to touch $200. Is it going to do? Is it going to go? Are we going to go to $200? Anyway, so yesterday we got this golden cross, and today we will see what happens. Big day today for GME, earnings call. So 5 p.m. Eastern time. So after market close, GME will have their financial report for Q4 of the year 2020. So I'll be trying to tune in for that. That will be interesting. And we shall see what they report. I did just want to say, like I say quite a lot on this channel, you've always got to put things into context. So yeah, yesterday, you know, we had a bit of a down day, but when you put it into context and you look at the bigger picture, let me try and put this on the daily, see if that makes it any better. There you go. So this is the daily chart. So each one of these bars is a day, okay? So it takes you all the way back to January. So overall, you can see that we're sloping upwards, yeah? There's an uptrend, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Slow and steady wins the race. I know there's like people out there who just want this to pop. They want it to pop. Hey, so do I. Like, I really want it to go to the moon, because don't we all just want to be rich? But, you know, it's a process that needs time to play out. You know, if it was just as simple as, you know, that's it, we're on the moon and it's all over, it doesn't work like that. So patience is key. Patience, P-A-Y-shance. Patience is key. And one thing you will see here, I've actually marked it on the 1 minute candle, but you can see it here on the daily as well. Beautiful, beautiful cup and handle. Beautiful. I mean, this when you, it's one of the first patterns that I read about and tried to find on charts as I was practicing reading charts and stuff. And this is just textbook, really. You can see here. Should we go for rectangle, or let's go for the oval? Because you can see here. Oh man. And I'll try and move it, look. There you go. You can see here, look at this. There. If you follow that round, that's the cup, okay? And then here, you've also got the handle. There's the handle. So they call it a cup and handle, and it's a bullish signal. And generally what you would expect to see after that is some upward movement. So again, it's not guaranteed, you know. Charting is an art, not a science. It's not 100% accurate or correct all of the time. It doesn't always play out how you expect it to, but it's a guideline. It's a good guideline, and it gives you signals. You can see signals there. So that's on the daily chart. Let me get rid of this because it'll be ugly when we go back to our... there we go. But I also plotted it on the 1 minute chart as well, because you can see it on there. Where are we? Here we are. Go back to the 1 minute. Golden cross from yesterday. Come on. It's not scrolling very much. Anyway, you get the point. You get my point. So just bear that in mind, you know. Yes, you're going to get up days and you're going to get down days. And if you look at it on a daily, you know, a minute by minute time frame, it does, you know, it can catch you out a little bit, and you can start to think, oh, we're tanking, we're dropping. Well, we're definitely not if you go and have a look back. You know, that's all you need to do. Keep an open mind. Don't get anxious, you know, but most of all, don't let it rule your day. You know, don't let these things take over your day, because it's just not worth it. You know, it'll go up when people a lot more influential than you and I will let it go up. And to pretend anything different or say anything different is it's just unrealistic. So AMC, what's happening on AMC then? So, we had a big candle there, big green candle. So quite a bit of volume in there, over 200,000 in those couple of minutes. Over 400,000 actually, there's 200,000 in each candle there. So, you know, some volume coming in. Let's see if we can push up. But, you know, I'd really like us to get back above that 1180 line where we've got that areas of support there, you know, and just see if we can maintain that a little bit, and just kind of consolidate where we are with it. There, look, we've got a couple of areas, couple of touch points there. I have just done a video on support and resistance, so you know, if you are wondering what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, you know, I've what these lines are. I've done a quick video on my interpretation of support and resistance, and how I spot and plot my support and resistance areas. So what's happening on the YouTube challenge then? We're getting hammered, man. We're getting absolutely hammered. So I put £1,000 into this account. I opened a new account. I put £1,000 in last week, and the challenge is we're going to run it for a year, and we're going to put to the test if any of these theories, or you know, these people on YouTube who say I put $500 in, or I put £1,000 in, so about $1,200, $1,300, you know, and let's see if we can grow the account and what we get to in a year. So the positions we've got open are pretty much all red. We've got 3 open at the moment, and 2 are red, and 1 is just in the green. So obviously the biggest loser at the moment is AMC, because we bought in at 14.23 and we're now at 11.73. So, you know, we're down $125 there. Eyes, we're down $32 there. That's selling off again this morning. So, you know, you've got to start to wonder when you pull the trigger and get out and try and look for something else, you know. So we'll have a look at that today. We'll see how that goes today, but it looks like that might be the end of the road for that little. Let's have a look on the 30-minute chart and see if we've got any support around that area. So we are here at the moment. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of the Fibonacci's. Or we'll try to. Get rid of all the drawings, look. And we'll put another Fibonacci on, a new one, from where we started this run up to the peak, which is there, okay? And we'll see how much retracement we've got. So if we go here, Fibonacci retracement, what we're looking for is anything from 38.2 to 50% would be okay. So actually, you know, and again, this is what I mean about looking at the bigger picture, okay? Because if you look at that, anywhere from 38.2 to 50% is okay on a pullback. It's not too bad. You know, if it breaks below this 50% line, then you start to consider, well, shall I get out? You know, so we'll see. We'll leave the Fibonacci's on there, and we'll have a look as we're going through the trading day. We'll just keep an eye on it and see if we can get some sort of reversal. And if it drops below this, so what we'll do is we'll set a stop loss at what, about 1050 or 1075. We'll set a stop loss at 1075. Sell quantity 10, because we've only got 10. Limit, order limit 1075. Preview order. Why is that then? Why is it going to execute immediately? Oh, because that's pounds. Oh man. So I need to put that in at 9. Is that right? Nah, interesting. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just leave it for now. I need to look at that, because I need to see if that's pounds or what. So we'll cancel that. We'll cancel that for now, and we'll just sit on it and see. I need to put the fibs back on. Fibs. I'll put the Fibonacci's back on where we started this run up. All the way to the top of that red candle. That's the peak. And we'll see if we hit that. We'll see if we hit that 50% line during the day. And if we do, we shall get out of there. We'll get out of Dodge, man, and we'll try and look for something else. So AMC, back over to AMC. What's happening? 1178. So we're coming back. We're making a comeback. We are making a comeback. Neutral candles here. That actually looks like a morning star there. That's almost a hammer. So there's some bullish chart signals here. So we'll see. We're pushing back above that 1180 line now. If you get a big push, you see it's tested it a few times. You can see it's testing. That's now resistance. So it's testing it. So what you want to see is a big move upwards, well above that line, and then to sustain it. Because that indicates that there's buying confidence back in there. We'll leave that as it is. GME, what's happening? Whoa, look at that. Giving up everything. Huge. That's a short attack, that. 100%. 100%. Well, that's a good candle. That is a good, strong candle, that, because that started as a sell-off and the buying came in and it got bought up straight away. It's called a hammer. So you have a long wick at the bottom, and you have a body at the top and then a little wick at the top. Sometimes the body will go all the way up to the top, so you won't have a little wick at the top. But it's called a hammer. It's a bullish candle. So again, we're at that 190 area. So, you know, if you maintain that, any support there? Yeah, there's a bit. You can see, you can follow the price line. You got support there, a little bit there. You know, so it's not a bad area, really. You just want to be punching above it because now it's turning into a little bit of resistance. We'll move this line up, put it where the price is now, and see if that becomes resistance. In fact, we go a bit higher with that. We'll put it about there, which is where yeah, you see here, we got above it yesterday, then it started support and we finished the day. So we'll see what happens with it. So yeah, I've got to go out. I've got to go and collect. I bought a new desktop and a second monitor. So I've got to go out and collect it later. I'm quite excited about it, actually. I bought it for two reasons. One, I'm just using my notebook for streaming, and I don't really think it's the best bit of equipment that you can have for streaming. So, and also, you know, I do work from home. So if I can, you know, prolong the life of the desktop a little bit by not hammering it every day, it all helps save the pennies. I mean, when I'm rich off this, it won't matter because I won't even be working. Well, I will. I'll be trading from a yacht in Monaco. I might sail to New York on my ocean-going yacht. Right, another one that we're in, not on this platform, but I've got money in it on another platform, is Biochris Pharmaceuticals. How is that doing today? Had some really, really positive news yesterday. Oh my gosh, it's tanking again. Look at this, man. Wow. I literally cannot believe it. I'm going to have to buy some more of these to average down because I was average 11.33. Good company. It's just a shame, you know, they just seem to be shorting the pants off it. How much have I got in my my eToro? Let's have a look. Because it might be worth buying a few more of those. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that, really. So yeah, I might get some more of those. 1092, open new trade, units. We'll watch that chart for a little bit and see if it drops any more, but that's just horrible, really. Like they develop drugs to help people with rare diseases, you know, and you just wonder, like, why do you short companies like that? Anyway, I've added to my position. So we shall see. We shall see what Biochris does for the day. Not nice, man. AMC. So there you go. We're above that 1180 line now. So we want to see if we can maintain that. We do have the starting of an upward level of support there. An ascending channel of support or line of support, level of support, however you want to call it. So let's see what happens. The RSI has come back into the neutral channel, which is good. That's what we want to see. There, oversold. Good buying opportunity. A good buying opportunity. What we're doing on GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. There you go. So we are there or thereabouts on the 190 area. I think today's call is going to be crucial. I'm planning to live stream this afternoon. So, not this afternoon, this evening for final hour. We might stay on. I'll register because we might stay on and broadcast it. And we'll see what's said there. So have we hit the did we hit the trigger price for SSR tomorrow on AMC? Look at that sell off. 1124. No, I think it's down there, look. So no, we haven't is the answer. Never mind. What's Clovis doing? Again, this is a company which this company develops drugs for treating cancer, and they've just had some really positive phase 3 data for ovarian cancer. They've been focusing on prostate cancer, and they've got two indications that they can treat, that they've got drugs approved for by the FDA. And now they've got positive phase 3 data from ovarian cancer. So, you know, again, another a decent company. The problem is, a couple of years ago or 3 years ago, they gave out some dodgy information about some data for a trial, and it ended up them having to pay $20 million to the SEC. So, you know, it's things like that now that obviously not only tarnishes the company's reputation, but people remember, and the CEO is still the same CEO. And I remember last year when the price got hammered down to around $5, $4 or $5, you know, and then he awards himself, you know, a massive pay rise. Okay, some of it was in shares, but you know, you just think, well, what are you doing to increase shareholder value here? You know, you don't put out any PR. Whenever he talks at a conference or anything like that, I've listened to him talk a few times. The price just goes down. It's like nobody likes listening to him. And some of the analysts are bearish, some of them are bullish. So, you know, it's just one of those companies that you want it to do well because of the product it's developing and it's selling. But then you think, well, you know, get a new CEO in at least. Come on. Anyway, it's on a bit of a rally. We're getting a bit of a pump here for old Clovis, which, considering AMC, is helping the fund. It's funding the fund. How's the market overall? So I've got a watch list going. Get rid of that. I've got a watch list going. It's called the YouTube challenge. So these are all tickers. Oh my gosh, no wonder. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Everything red. Everything. Unbelievable. Oh, well, it is what it is. Rome wasn't built in a day. AMC seems to be getting a bit of a, it's gone back up again. No, it's dropped below that level again, look. So, you know, we just keep resetting. We do. We'll leave that there for now. Oh, where are you going? We'll leave that there for now. So yeah, with this new desktop, I'm hoping that it helps speed things up a little. Like I said, I'm using the notebook at the moment, and I'm sure it's not ideal. So, and I bought another big screen as well, because I want to be able to have charts, see some charts over there, and then have a main chart here, and just pretend I know what I'm doing. No, listen. I don't claim to be an expert. It's down there. Look at the disclaimer down there. It's not financial advice. It's just for fun. So, I like to put things like these claims that people make to test, and let's see. I've been trading for about 2 years. Nothing heavy. I've not really bought into Apple or anything like that. As this fund grows, which I hope it does, then of course, we'll be looking at a longer term strategy as well. So we'll be buying shares in Tesla and Apple and things like that, and then leaving them and just letting them mature over a year and seeing how we get on. Try and put some crypto in there as well and see how that performs. And then, we'll take it from there and see where we end up in a year's time. So AMC is just, it's hovering in that channel. And again, it's just a patience thing. You've got to have patience. GameStop, we're dropping again. So we're down at 187.99 now. So we'll see what happens, I mean, they're shorting it. You can see that clear as day. You've got that channel. Look, I don't even need to point it out. You can see it. Come on, rat bag. There. But again, let's have a look at the 15-minute chart and see what support we've got there. So there we are at the moment. So you can see here, we've got, that's that level of support around 180 something. So on the 30-minute chart, on the 15-minute chart, you can actually put another one in around there, which is about where we are at the moment. Again, look. You generally want as many candles touching, or the bottom of any candles touching as possible. There you go. Pop that in there. That's a bit better, actually. Yeah, so it's just testing it now. Look, it's testing that support on the 15-minute chart. But as I've said, if you zoom out, oh, there's the big box from the cup earlier. Get rid of that. If you're zooming out and you're looking over a longer time frame, you can see quite clearly where we are. Or you could even pop it there, you know, and get a better angle. Again, this is all subjective. Charting is subjective, in my very humble opinion. So this is the 15-minute chart. We need to put our line in for finishing today. There's the finish line. So you can see here the support line. So we're quite, you know, we're above that. So we're looking at support today at 187. Let's see, you know, we'll stick it back on the 1 minute chart because I do prefer watching the 1 minute chart. Just because the candles change a little bit quicker. See, we've broke out of that descending level of resistance now. Look, on the 1 minute chart, it tells a different story. So this is what I mean about when you hear me saying always take a wider view. You know, always look at the bigger picture. Because then you see things like this. If you look at that on a 30-minute chart, you don't see it. So it's important that you expand your horizons, some might say. What we're doing on AMC. You see, we're at that. We're still hovering in that channel. RSI's looking cool. It's staying, you know, within the boundaries of oversold and overbought. Apart from that very early morning dip. BTFD, that's one I've learned. BTFD. I'm not going to say it live on air. Buy the F dip. That's what they say. What's going on Reddit? Let's have a look. Reddit. Oops. Gummer. Let's see what we've got going on here. What's this? GameStop Chief Customer Officer leaving. Let's have a look. Another GameStop executive heads for the exit. Wow. Mm. Mm. There you go then. Another one bites the dust. So, as always, when there's and I've been through it myself in business. As always, when there's a new owner or new directors, they come in, they have a different idea, they want to do things differently, and they want to bring their own team in. So, and the some of the people that have held those powerful positions, C-suite executives, they don't like changing. They don't like to be challenged. They don't like. They don't like. To do anything different because they're quite happy taking the salary, and it's as simple as that. And some people say, Mark, you're wrong. And of course, it's not every single one, but I've seen it myself. I've seen it in corporations that I've worked in where they just get comfortable, they get complacent. And when people come in and start shaking things up a little bit, they don't like it and they can't handle it. And times change, the world changes, the way you do business changes. And if you can't move with the times, then you're out of there. You're out of there, especially with technology moving as quickly as it is. You've got to be able to keep up and evolve as a company. And if you don't have the right people sat in the right positions, you're in trouble from the beginning. It's difficult. I've got first-hand experience of it because I interviewed for a job, for a promotion within a company I was working for, and in the end I wasn't successful. I did get down to the last two candidates, but the I got the impression that the VP who was interviewing me didn't particularly like me because I put a plan together. I didn't have to, I wasn't asked to, but I put a plan together about, and I gave a presentation on how I would do things differently to what the guy who was there before me was doing. And they sat and they listened, and most of them liked it. The hiring VP, not sure what he didn't like about me or he didn't like about the presentation and the plans that I had, but I wasn't successful. And the guy that they eventually hired, who was the other candidate who made it all the way to the last two, they fired him within a year because they said he was rubbish. So, I think in business, people just don't like those people that come in and shake things up, unfortunately. And that's just the way some people are. So to see people going from GameStop, it doesn't surprise me at all, not in the slightest. Will Ryan Cohen end up taking over? I don't know. I don't know enough about him or the company, to be honest. But from what I read about him, he's an e-commerce guru, and I can see what he's thinking, and it completely makes sense to me that GameStop should be an e-commerce business. Because those types of companies, brick and mortar, selling computer games, they are there. What's the point? Everything's online. I think I don't have a console. I don't have a gaming console, but from what I understand, you download your games now. and you download them directly onto your console. So I'm sure you can still go and buy physical games. You must be able to, but you know, we've just been in a pandemic for a year. So who's going to the shop anyway? You know. And if it takes GameStop into the realms of the Amazons of the world, well, we don't even need a squeeze. You know, I'm going to be rich anyway, so I don't really care. That's the way I see it. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be. And like I've said, I think for us retail, you know, old Mark sat here with my 32 shares, you know, it doesn't make much difference, does it? Because me by myself, not going to change the direction of anything. Together as a collective, retailers, yeah, you hold a lot of sway, but you know, you've read about it. I don't need to keep saying it. You don't have the coordination that big institutions have. You know, there's not 10 of us sat around a table in a boardroom saying this is what we're going to do as a collective. So you've got to, you know, it's why I keep saying you do your own thing. You get in with what you can afford to lose, and you get out when you're happy with the money that you've made. Don't ride anybody else's hype train. You know, everybody's circumstances are different and to themselves. So, you know, each to their own. Don't be pressured into holding if you don't want to hold. And I'm not saying don't hold, you know, just I'm saying do what's best for you under your circumstances. It's like that game show. There's a game show where I saw it in the UK, and you get two competitors, and if they work together, they get a bigger prize or something like that. Or, you know, they talk about sharing the prize or keeping the prize or keep or steal, something like that. Yeah, you've got to put your trust in the other person. And yeah, it doesn't always go to plan. Where one says, yeah, I'll split it with you. Split or keep or something. I'll split it with you. All right, then split. And then turns out they say, no, I'm going to keep it. So there you go. What's happening over on Clovis? Not a lot. Kind of drying up a little bit now, look. She is drying up. So overall in the YouTube challenge, we are down $112, which is around about 112 pounds we're down, and it's about $150 in total. So it is what it is. Like I said, it's day 3 or day 2, day 3, whatever it is, of the YouTube challenge. You never know, I might be sat here in a year's time going, right then, what are we going to put £30,000 on today because we've made so much money? We'll see. What's eyes doing? I've got money in eyes as well. What's that chart looking like? Big sell-off this morning. You see, we are on, that's the 30-minute chart, look. So we're still in that acceptable zone of pullback here. 32.8 to 50%. So in that zone, we're okay. I'm comfortable. You know, there's opportunity for a rebound. But let's see. That's the 30-minute chart. What we're looking at the 1-minute chart. We're looking quite positive. Yeah, I mean, look, we had a huge sell-off this morning. Ooh, that is ugly, isn't it? Where's the start line? There. Big sell-off. That's definitely on SSR tomorrow. That $12.60, $1.26, 11.70. Yeah, it's definitely. Quick look at GameStop again. We're in that channel. We've got a new channel there actually. 187 to 192 ish. $191. Let's see where we end up today. Bit of a push here. We've got a bit of a push going on. See, that's resistance now. It's turning into resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Let's see if we can push through there. Squeeze! Squeeze them. So I'll be here for another 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna knock it on the head. But I'll be back this evening, live streaming for market close. And then I might stay on for the old earnings call. And see how we get on there. That BCRX, man, crashing. Oh man. Well, I suppose you could say we got a bit of support there. We are on the line of support. Put that in. So we want to hold that really. Again, we'll have a look on the old 30-minute as well, or 15-minute, and see if that line at 1080 something is a good level. Yeah, we got a touch here. Where else? Here. So yeah, we'll leave that as it is. And we'll see if, look at that yesterday though. That is horrible. Horrible. Ooh, and now we've dropped through that, look. We've dropped through that level that you know, the one that we just plotted to say it's an area of support. We've just broke through it. So, you know. But I'm going to keep adding here. I'm going to keep adding to this company because I just think it's going to get better for them. It's just going to take time. So this is one that I'm going to DCA, dollar cost average. I'm going to dollar cost average on BCRX. Biochris Pharmaceuticals. But I'm not doing it on this platform. I'll do it on the other one. I might add now, actually. I want to see if that falls again. See, is that going to be resistance now? Is that going to change into resistance? Anyway, we'll keep watching that. So I've got to shoot off. Have a quick look at AMC. Again, you know, trading in that channel, currently at 1162, 63 area. And we'll see what happens during the day. GameStop, again, I've said, you know, it's earnings call today, so we'll see what happens there. Currently trading in the channel of 187 to 191 area. We've tested it a few times, but it's looking like now that's turning into a little bit of resistance. SSR is on. No, sorry, it's not for GME, but it is for AMC. So it's off. So actually, you know, when you look at it, for me, that doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. I'm sure towards the end of the day, there's going to be something. Something's going to, you know, it's going to be a bit naughty, as they say in London. I'm not from London. I'm from the north of England, but it's a little bit naughty. Like they're a gangster from the East End. Yeah, my dad was Ronnie Cray. Well, he wasn't, was he, mate? Eh? Just because you speak like that doesn't mean you're a gangster, does it? Anyway, troops, that is it for this opening session. We will be back for Power Hour later today. So do feel free to join us there and jump on the chat and say hello. It would be great to see you there. But for the rest of the day, wherever you are in the world, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and chat to you soon. Cheers, troops.